Almighty God, Supreme Defender, ancient power beyond time and space, we call upon you now with holy boldness. You are the authority that silences chaos, the strength that crushes resistance, the presence that no darkness can withstand. As this prayer is released, let the spiritual atmosphere be torn open. Let every opposing force lose balance. Let fear shatter, confusion scatter, and anxiety evaporate. By the authority of the Creator of all things, we declare that protection is no longer forming. It is already active. Right now, heaven takes position. Not tomorrow, not later, not eventually. Now, the moment this prayer began, divine forces were activated on your behalf. What you could not see moving has been halted. What you could not stop has been restrained. God has not been waiting to respond. He has already moved ahead of you, around you, and most critically, behind you. We lift our eyes beyond pressure, beyond fear, beyond visible threats and invisible tension. Our help does not come from effort, influence, or endurance. It comes from God alone. He does not blink. He does not hesitate. He does not grow tired. Day and night, moment by moment, he guards life with relentless precision. No harm slips through unnoticed. No danger outruns his authority. This promise is alive, enforced, and operational right now. Hear this with absolute clarity. God is not positioned at a distance. He is not observing. He is stationed. He stands directly behind you. While you face forward, carrying responsibility, conflict, pressure, and uncertainty, he guards your blind side. The strike meant to take you out from behind never connected. The betrayal planned quietly was intercepted silently. The danger you never sensed was blocked before it could form. This is why you survived what should have destroyed you. Right now, an invisible shield is fully deployed over your life. This is not symbolic language. This is spiritual reality. A shield issued by divine command, reinforced by supreme authority, and sealed by unbreakable power. Every weapon aimed at your back is neutralized mid-motion. Every word meant to accuse collapses before it is spoken. Every dark assignment expires before execution. God stands behind you, and nothing breaches what he guards. That sudden heaviness you felt, that pressure that came without explanation, that resistance that appeared out of nowhere. It was not weakness, it was impact. When divine protection strengthens, opposition tests its limits. But hear this clearly. Intimidation has no permission here. What tried to overwhelm you failed. What tried to drain you was blocked. What tried to distract you was silenced. You were not breaking. You were being fortified. God stands as your rear guard, absorbing blows you never saw, deflecting attacks you never anticipated, reversing outcomes before damage could occur. While you walked forward unaware, he stood firm behind you, unmoved. What was meant to push you off course only proved that God was holding the line. This is not coincidence. This is intentional divine defense. By divine authority, we declare now, no ambush will succeed, no hidden plan will manifest, no silent attack will penetrate this shield, no delay will turn into defeat, no fear will gain permission to stay. What was designed to harm you will become evidence of God's protection over you. This is not survival. This is dominance through divine covering. Listen carefully. This message did not reach you randomly. You did not stumble here by accident. God saw what you never voiced. He saw the moments you felt exposed. He saw the nights you felt vulnerable. He saw the fear you swallowed in silence. And now he answers with one declaration. I am here. I am behind you. You are covered. Do not leave this moment. Do not rush past this prayer. Something is being sealed over your life right now. Something stronger than the pressure you felt. Stronger than the opposition you sensed. stronger than the fear that tried to rise. Stay here. What follows will deepen the protection and expose what God has already defeated on your behalf. Let faith rise aggressively within you. Even if quietly, even if trembling, say it. God stands behind me. With every word, the shield strengthens. With every breath, peace replaces panic. With every second you remain, stability overtakes fear. This is not imagination. This is alignment. The protection is active, but there is more you must understand. There are attacks you never recognized, battles you never noticed, threats God neutralized without your awareness. In the next moments, what was hidden is being revealed, not to frighten you, but to strengthen your faith beyond measure. There were moments when danger moved quietly toward you. No warning, no signal, no visible sign. You felt normal, yet something was unfolding beyond your awareness. This is where God's protection proved most powerful. While you lived your daily life, unseen battles were being fought on your behalf. Conversations were stopped before they happened. Decisions were disrupted before they were finalized. Doors meant to trap you were closed before you reached them. You didn't panic because God intervened first. One of the greatest acts of divine protection is silence. God does not always announce what he blocks. He simply prevents it. The fear never reached you because the threat never crossed the line. The loss never occurred because the strike never landed. The confusion never grew because the source was cut off early. What you call normal days were actually days of intense divine defense operating quietly into the background. Not every victory comes with visible celebration. Some victories come disguised as peace. God fought for you without noise, without drama, without drawing attention to the danger. He blocked things you would not have been strong enough to process. He shielded you from information that would have overwhelmed you. He handled it himself, because that is what a true defender does. There were moments you felt delayed, plans slowed, progress stalled, opportunities shifted, but hear this clearly. Those delays were not punishment. They were protection. God slowed your steps because danger was moving ahead. He redirected your path because harm was waiting on the original route. What felt frustrating at the time was actually a rescue you didn't recognize until now. God standing behind you does not mean he is passive. It means he is precise. Every movement behind the scenes is intentional. Every interception is calculated. Every block is timed perfectly. While you face forward, God manages the angles you cannot monitor. Nothing sneaks up on him. Nothing surprises him. Nothing overwhelms his awareness. The enemy targets the blind side because that is where humans feel most vulnerable. But what was meant to be a weakness has become your strongest point of defense. God chose the place you cannot see as the place he stands strongest. The enemy aimed for the back, but met divine resistance instead. Every attempt collapsed at the point of God's presence. By divine authority, we declare now, no delayed plan will return as harm. No blocked path will reopen as danger. No intercepted attack will regroup. What God stops stays stopped. What God shut down remains shut down. The shield behind you is not temporary. It is enforced continuously. Now that you understand what God has been doing, let peace settle deeper into your spirit. You were never careless. You were covered. You were never lucky. You were guarded. You were never alone. You were defended. Let this awareness strengthen your trust and silence lingering fear. Protection is only one layer of what God is doing. God not only blocks attacks, he turns them into momentum, favor, and forward movement. What tried to stop you is now serving you. What God blocked did not disappear without purpose. Every intercepted attack carried energy meant to stop you, and God repurposed that energy to strengthen you. Protection was only the first phase. Now comes momentum. What was designed to drain you has been redirected to drive you forward. The shield behind you is not just holding the line, it is pushing you ahead. Pressure was never meant to crush you. In God's hands, pressure becomes propulsion. Every time resistance pressed against your life, God used it to build spiritual force within you. That is why you feel different now, stronger, clearer, more grounded. You didn't just survive the pressure, you absorbed it and rose with it. Ambushes are meant to stop progress suddenly, but when God stands behind you, ambushes become acceleration points. The very moment meant to trap you became the moment God pushed you faster into alignment. What tried to catch you off guard ended up advancing your purpose. The enemy miscalculated because God was already there. God does not only defend from behind, he releases momentum from behind. While you face forward, he pushes you with divine force. Opportunities begin to open without struggle. Resistance weakens, clarity sharpens. What once felt heavy begins to move effortlessly. This is not coincidence. This is divine propulsion activated. When God guards you, favor follows you. People begin to notice without knowing why. Doors begin to open without explanation. Situations begin to shift without resistance. The same hand that blocked danger now clears the path. Protection prepared the ground. Favor moves you across it. The enemy only attacks what carries purpose. The resistance you faced was confirmation, not contradiction. What tried to stop you has now been reassigned to serve your progress. Every delay refined you. Every obstacle trained you. Every attack proved you were moving in the right direction. Notice how fear no longer controls your decisions. Notice how peace holds your mind steady. That is authority forming within you. When you realize God stands behind you, confidence rises naturally. You stop reacting and start moving with intention. This is the mindset of someone who knows they are covered. Take a moment and feel it, the shift. Something inside you is stronger than it was before this prayer began. You are not rushing, you are not anxious, you are steady. That steadiness is the result of divine backing. When God stands behind you, you don't need to panic, you proceed. Defense has turned into momentum. Momentum has turned into alignment. Confidence, peace, and authority are settling in, knowing that no matter where you go, God remains positioned behind you, securing every step forward. Now the work is sealed. What God activates, no force can reverse. What God establishes, no opposition can dismantle. The shield behind you is not seasonal, not conditional, not temporary, it is constant. From this moment forward, protection is no longer something you hope for. It is something you stand in. You move knowing you are guarded. You decide knowing you are covered. You advance knowing God remains positioned behind you. Let peace settle deeply now. Not surface calm, but unshakable peace. The kind that remains when circumstances shift. The kind that holds when pressure returns. This peace is the evidence of divine backing. Fear no longer needs to warn you, because God is watching what you cannot see. Anxiety loses its voice, because heaven has taken responsibility for your defense. You are not bold because you are strong. You are bold because God stands with you. This confidence does not shout, it stands firm. You no longer second-guess every step. You no longer replay every fear. You move with quiet assurance, knowing that nothing can sneak up on you without first facing God. Whether the path is clear or uncertain, whether the pace is fast or slow, God does not reposition himself away from you. He remains. When you rise, he stands behind you. When you rest, he stands watch. When you step into new territory, he secures what you leave behind. You are never exposed between seasons. You are never vulnerable in transition. By divine authority, we declare this truth over you now. You will not be overtaken. You will not be blindsided. You will not be overwhelmed. Every hidden threat remains blocked. Every silent plan remains dismantled. Every shadowed path remains guarded. God stands behind you, and that position does not change. Let this truth settle personally. This prayer was for you, your concerns, your path, your future. God did not wait for you to ask. He moved because he cares. And now he says again, clearly and firmly, I am behind you. You are safe to move forward. If you receive this covering, agree with it. In your heart or with your voice, say, I am covered. I am guarded. God stands behind me. Agreement locks alignment. Alignment strengthens peace. Peace sustains progress. Go forward without fear. Walk without hesitation. Build without anxiety. What lies ahead cannot harm you, and what lies behind cannot reach you. God stands where you cannot look, so you can focus on where you are called to go. This shield does not weaken with time. It does not fail under pressure. It does not disappear in silence. It remains faithful, firm, and active. Long after this prayer ends, God continues to stand behind you. May peace guard your heart. May confidence guide your steps. May clarity mark your decisions. And may you always remember this truth. God stands behind you, your invisible shield, now and always.